for real. I be trapping for real, for real. Yeah, I stuck it for real. They be capping for real. Messed up for real. I be
What's going on, y'all? It's AC, and today we are in tune with Ant Wave, the tsunami.
What's good? The big one, you feel me?
The biggest word, but yeah, what's good, man? We see you going to work right now with your video with LG right now, going crazy. Get on.
Yeah, bro, that shit is hitting crazy numbers, bro, like unexpected numbers.
Yeah, I just peeped too. Just before we did this, I had to check like where it's at right now. It's almost at 500,000 on YouTube.
Yeah, bro, $500,000.
That's crazy.
And like in like a month too. That shit it's like 4 weeks now, 4 or 5 weeks.
That's crazy. And it's like when you guys get those numbers, so when you're getting 500,000, 800,000, shit, 20,000, 50,000, like, is that your goal? Do you set out to make that your goal to get that much views, or is it just happening because the music's just that hot?
To be honest, bro, like we set out to have a certain goal to pass the last video. So like if we have a video that hit like 100K, 200K, we're like, yo, this video gotta hit 300-400K now. And like the way this video came out, we knew this song was gonna be something special, but I ain't expected to blow out the water like this. Like, right. I ain't gonna lie to you, I was not expecting to hit no 500K in 4 weeks. Like, that shit blew my mind. I was like, yo, they really like this one. Like,
right. Not because it's catchy. And yeah. I seen y'all did the TikTok, the challenge. Like, that's
oh yeah, that shit was going nuts too. I actually didn't. It's crazy because like. I'm not too in tune with TikTok that well. Like I've done a couple TikToks here and there, but I'm not too in tune with it. So I didn't even really realize to like go check the sound to see how many other people actually did that challenge.
Right.
And bro, it's a whole list of people that was just like following on to the challenge. I was like, yo, it's blowing my mind like that.
Without like, so basically like how it happens on TikTok is like people make the challenge. Like we can try but like as artists try to make the challenge themselves, but the people will make the challenge and then it starts. Yeah. That's essentially what happened because I follow you on Instagram and I seen you did something different first. And then after the fans started coming in, they changed the whole shit and made it a whole different thing. And it just kept going from there.
It's crazy because that's really what had happened. It was a fan that made one of the first ones. We were like, yo, like this is the one. Like this one is easy to do for me. Like it's catchy and everyone just clicked to it instantly.
Right. Yeah, and that's dope that y'all, the video is fire, the song is fire, man. And if y'all didn't hear it, go check it out. Get on right now on YouTube.
Definitely. All major platforms as well.
So we're going to get into Ant Wave. Ant Wave, we just want to, for the people that don't know, we always see you on the cameras, on Instagram, everything, want to know Ant Wave. So how did it all start with music? What brought you to music?
I've always been like very inspired with music, man. Like for instance, like my high school project, my graduation project was on a music producer. Like I've always wanted to be something like somewhere into music. Like even if in my head I was still like if I don't make it one day as an artist, I'm still gonna be like an A&R or like a professional engineer. Because I actually have I was engineering at the studio not so long ago and stuff. But I've always been just like deep into music. Like especially when it comes like when I hear songs, it just like something just clicks. Like I get those goosebumps. Like I just knew it was right. Like, I had to be in this. This is my lane right here.
Right. And for the kids that do look up to you and want to see, explain the start of music because it don't happen like this. It don't happen right away. Explain the struggle from starting to getting to where you're at. Like what did it take?
It took a lot of mistakes, a lot of lessons learned, like a lot of basically just like trial and error. Like it's a lot of things that we did too in the beginning that I had no idea, like the business aspect of this. Like it's a lot of business. A lot of people say that, and not to sound as cliche as it is, but it really is like 90% business, bro. Like you really gotta have your copyrights down pat. You have to get make sure everything that is legal that you're pushing through, like your beats, as far as your beats, paying for beats, leases on that. It's a lot of things that you gotta like actually have solidified so you could actually release as a professional artist. Right. So that's one thing that we definitely had to like get through through the times and stuff. Like we would just dropping stuff on SoundCloud at first, which is cool and all to build a buzz, but it's not really getting revenue. It's not actually generating your music to the popping playlist, shit like that. So yeah, it was a lot of things we did that was just wrong in the beginning, but it's trial and error, bro.
Right. And what all your failures it's turned into success. Like your lessons turned into a blessing, because to where you're at now is amazing. When I first met you, your name was Ant Swags.
Yeah,
What
facts.
what made you say, okay, Ant Swags, Ant Wave? Like what
Yeah.
made you do the transition?
But to be honest, like I created that name, and like Ant Swag was a created name. I just made that shit up because people were like, "Yo, like you're rapping now, like make a name." So
Right.
I'm ahead. I'm like, all right, like I was young. I had to be like 13 when I made it up. So like it was the first thing that came to me. And Wave, for real, like that's just, it's really just me, because like I didn't even give myself the name Wave, like for real. That name was given to me. So like that's been my nickname for like since like almost ever. Like before, like that shit's been there for like, it's been solidified. So like I ain't really make Ant Wave up, which is my name. Ant, for me, I get called Wave in the street, so it's like Ant Wave. It's just, it goes together. And on top of that, my last name kind of like, it started with a WA too, so it kind of just like, it just worked, you know. It kind of just fit together, like right as a puzzle.
And honestly, the transition when you change your name to Ant Wave, I feel like the maturity and the business mind came with it. Like I feel like you kind of ascended, because Ant Swags, it looked like, it felt like you were trying to find, you know what I'm saying, what you wanted to do in the music. Like you still, like, don't get it fucked up, like you still had it then, but like it was just a level up.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, bro. That's what I was trying to say too. Like Ant Swag was really just like, I was just experimenting. I was just having fun with it. I was a young kid. I'm like, man, I'm gonna start actually doing this. That's like, for me, that's what I came up with.
Right.
And to the point where it's like Ant Wave is like, I felt like, damn, like this is me. This, like, I don't gotta try and create a little persona no more. Like this is just who I am, bro. Like this, for me, like Ant Wave is just me. So that kind of made me more comfortable in finding my sound. You feel me? Like my style, how I wanted to come across things. I just, for me, just started embracing myself.
And that's important, is finding yourself as an artist, because there's artists out there that still don't know who they are and just making music. People can feel it. Like when I listen to your music, when I listen to your music, it's like I feel it. It's not like nothing's forced, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's relatable. And there's people that you make music and you listen to it, it's like, I can't believe it. I don't believe what you're saying. But like with you, exactly. With you, it's like you could feel it. And it's more so the younger artists trying to be something. So what is your take on rappers that's trying to, you know what I'm saying, just fit in?
Shit, my best advice to people that's trying to fit in is they ain't never been no one that was original that tried to fit in. Or that, put it this way, you can't like, the people want to see something new, something creative, something new, something that's like, that's never been seen before. Right. So you trying to fit into another man's shoes, you're just replicating that same thing. It's not nothing new. We already had that. We already have those same things. So my advice to the kids, for real, man, just it's crazy because like I hate being, I don't want to just say this shit, but just be yourself. Like it sounds so like, oh, I heard that a million times. Like you're gonna tell me to be myself. Like, bro, you be surprised how far that really does get you. Like people can feel the real aura, the real energies that you're emitting.
And you are a type of because I had conversations with you before, and you are a type of a spiritual person, like energy, like you believe in that type of thing. I feel like, I don't know, you can tell it, but what is your take on that? Because you always seem like just good things keep happening, obviously behind the scenes, like, you know, but it just seems like it just keeps leveling up. What's your energy? What's your views on life, basically?
But I try my best to keep a positive mindset with every aspect, man. Like even at my lowest points in life, I just always thought like, man, I'm gonna get through this mentally. This is just it's a passing phase. This is an obstacle that I was putting into my place so I could be better. Just always having that positive mindset, like you really can't fail. You can't fail. And on top of that, like you said too, I believe highly in like energies and the energy you emit to other people and to the universe. So you constantly negative and you constantly just like feeling down, saying, "Oh, it's not gonna work for me." It's not gonna work for you, bro. That's what you putting out to the air. That's what you want. You feel me? I highly believe in that whole like you whatever you ask the universe, it will come back to you.
Negative or positive, because also when you like that's why they say be careful what you ask for. It's such fact because that would you will really get what you want. And even if you're not ready, like it's gonna come to you, and the opportunity is gonna pass you by because you wasn't ready. You just sitting there wanting things like, I wanted like, and yeah. So I believe that as well. So, and that's why I mainly fuck with you. Like you could feel the energy with you. Like I always say, you always been the same person. You always kept it real, and that goes to show like in your music. So I want to get to the music now. The first song I want to talk about is Red Handed.
Yes, sir. So, that's the I don't to this day, but that's just like my pride and joy. Like I don't know. Mm-hmm. I hate to say that I can't make a better song, but that's just like my favorite song. Like
now you've made it's just in that realm, that space is like that song is definitely one of those that's like, you know,
I got something I can compete, but like to this day, it's a classic, bro. I play that shit at Goosebumps instantly. Like,
it's a beautiful song. Like it's a great song, and I feel like some artists, they like 2 years later or 3 years down the road, that song comes back and that's their single, like on the radio and all that shit. Like that's one of those that can last forever and can always be brought back up. Like so when you were making this song, what headspace were you in? Because like that's a different type of vibe.
Yeah. To be honest, I was in a little bit of a fucked up place like when I made that song, and like my whole mindset, bro, like I was just like, yo, lock yourself in the booth, like, cause you gotta do something gotta give, like you gotta progress now. Mm-hmm. So I just locked myself in the studio. This is when I was engineering myself too, matter of fact. So like it was just me, nigga, just me. Mm-hmm. And then I think I might have been there for like 8-9 hours, just like catching the vibe. Say I want to talk about this. All right, go in there, talk about this a little bit. Boom, come back out. Then we change the subject. Go back in, spend another 4-8 bars about some shit. Come back out. Mm-hmm. But the way that song came out, bro, I was expressing my pain, bro, expressing shit I was really going through, shit that we really did. Right. To where now I took a couple L's. So it's like, damn, like we was really doing shit. Mm-hmm. Now we took a loss. Now I'm back up. Like it's just expressing those, you feel me, those emotions and that kind of like trying to put that shit into words so people could feel me, like what I went through type shit.
And that's when it's real like that. That's why it gets captured like that. Like, and I feel like all your music is like that. Like to be like you said, you engineer yourself. We're gonna talk about that too. You engineered yourself. You go in the booth, and I was in the studio with you. And y'all, listen, he really don't write the shit. He just sits there, think about something, go into the studio, and it's fire. Like how the fuck you? Because me, I'm a writer. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you, it's like it's so easy for you. Not easy because nothing's easy, but it's so easy for you to go in there and just straight off the top just hit it. Like, were you always like that?
Nah, definitely not. Definitely not always like that. And it's crazy because to this day, like I probably be asked to freestyling on the spot too, but that's my way of creating music. That's my preferred method. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I think that more came with me knowing how to engineer. Cause like me learning how to engineer shit, that shit fixed everything. Cause I could literally just run in the booth real quick, say what I want to say, get my mind, boop, come back, and I could fuck with my own shit at my own pace. I'm not trying to like rush my written. For me, I'm stuttering my words and trying to get the shit done. So I think that definitely helped the enhancement of me, like my method of creating music type shit.
Yeah, and that makes sense too, because also when you're in the booth and the engineer's out there, it's like, damn, if I fuck up, if I say some weird shit when I'm freestyling, it's like a mental thing. Like, damn, the engineer might not fuck with that. Then it's like that he might think I'm white.
Like, facts. Like, oh, I'm wasting his time now. Like, you start getting some kind of like, you feel me, all that.
Yeah.
But that shit, it takes all that out the way, especially when you can lock yourself in the booth and it's no one else, no distractions at all. You just in your mind thinking, you feel me? So you can really just pour everything you really feeling now. Because a lot of times the artists want to make a song, but they done brought their homies and shit. They got this girl they trying to impress and shit, but it's a song that they're not comfortable with. So they try to do it and they get all caught up like, never mind, bro, I'm gonna do something.
I'm gonna do the next song.
Get discouraged. It's like, bro, that song probably was fire, but you over here trying to, feel me, impress all these other people. Sometimes it's better just to lock yourself in the booth. For me, just you get everything out, everything you really feel, everything you're trying to put out to the world.
And that's a fact, because like we've been talking about with energy, like his people in there, well, we're not talking about a certain person, but like the energy in there, they was probably like just trying to chill when he was seriously trying to write. And it's like you said, you got to lock yourself in. And it's coming from an engineer. Like, we're going to talk about how you became, like you said, you love music so much, you want to get in all aspects, but what brought you to engineering? Like, how did you get the opportunity?
For real, I got the opportunity and I actually learned a lot from my boy Naughty Newsom. Shout out my boy Naughty, man. That, bro, that man, like literally, like once I met Naughty, like I think that was like one of the biggest like stepping stones to my career in general, bro. Because first off, me and Izzy actually met Naughty LGs. We met him at the same time. And it started off, he was actually just running the studio himself, but he was charging like $25 a song at this point.
Yeah.
Like, it was like back in like really, really far back.
Yep.
Before the business was like booming. It's before Young and Heartless was even a thing, before we had this group, all that. But yeah, so we started going there a lot, and it would get to the point where like we just got cool. So like we would be chilling there. So we would like pop bottles, invite girls over, you know, throw a party. So it got to the point where we was actually like cordial.
Rapper shit. You know, that rapper shit.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I'm like a super hard worker. So I'm like, yo, bro, like what's up? It'd be like 2 a.m. I'm like, yo, bro, come on, let's make a song. And he like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, like I really don't feel like doing that shit, but I'll show you how to do it. So that's how it started off.
Okay.
Like, all right, boom. So teach me how to just show me how to do it. And then I'm doing this shit. I'm like, yo, like I'm nice at this. Like I'm really good. Like off rip, I was already good. So I'm like, bro, teach me how to really, really do this, and I'll help you run your business. Like, for me, I could bring in double the clients. It's 2 people, bro. And literally, like, he taught me how to do that. Within like 2 weeks, I was bringing in like clientele like every single day, bro, back to back to back. And that's really how shit started. But that he the reason for all that. For real, he the one that taught us all how to do it too.
Right. Yeah. No, and that's a big step to have. A studio available that's a blessing, because there's people that they can't afford studio time. They can't, like you put out hella music. I'm sure you got hundreds of songs in the tuck.
And there's probably 100 songs that I've recorded when I was paying like $50 an hour for studio time. That I don't did nothing with now, because it's blown in the wind. Right. But you feel me? Like that was part of what we talking about before with the whole like how many times I've made mistakes. Like if I would have known I could just learn how to engineer myself for this easily, for like all that money I spent, I could have been used to reinvest back into my music.
Exactly. But that's what I was gonna say. $50 an hour. You was doing 4-hour sessions, probably. That's $200 right there. Yeah, $200. Yep. You could fucking, and that's to the people listening. You know what I'm saying? The people that look up to Ant Wave, like that's something you can invest in yourself. Like instead of paying someone else, pay yourself.
And bro, when that's another thing too, when people say invest in yourself, like don't take that shit lightly. Like invest in yourself. And I don't mean like, oh, go buy you a $2,000 Mac and hope to be a like it's gonna blow you up. Right. Like, nah. If you have everything situated business wise, you feel me? Like your beats is bought, your song is ready to be published throughout major platforms and all that. Invest into yourself. Start looking at things like marketing packages and Spotify playlists, and invest, bro. I'm telling you, that shit will definitely. I'm gonna just keep it at that.
Nah, that's not, because that's so true. A lot of artists think that like they just see the finished product of artists like you, like Ant Wave. They see an Ant Wave song going crazy. They're like, oh shit, like I got a song that sound like that. Let me put it out. But it's like,
it's they expect you're just gonna put it out. It's just gonna blow up, and overnight, someone's like, brother, after that shit actually happening is very slim.
And the
like,
beat still got the tag. You can't even buy the beat. Like,
bro, all these major artists are putting money into marketing for this shit. I don't care how big you are. Drake has a budget for his marketing campaign, bro. Invest into yourself.
And that's the main thing that is gonna get you to the next level. No matter what you're doing, you could be selling fucking bananas. You gotta promote it. I just seen bananas in the corner of my eye, but but you could be marketing bananas. Like anything you're selling, anything that you're trying to get out there, marketing is key. Like and
everything. And like I said, this shit is really like 90% of business. So any business has a budget for marketing, bro. Any type of fucking business. And if you don't, your business is probably failing.
Yep. So I want to get to the next song I have on here. You Feel Me. So that song, I want to talk about the video first. So the video, you had a big muscle suit on. And so what is the, because your mind, first of all, hold on, I want to ask you first, is that the Joyner Lucas Will beat?
Yo, you know what's crazy? It's not at all, like at all. And it's crazy because like I'm not gonna say like I'm not trying to like hate on the man, but like I'm definitely not a fan.
No,
Like, I'm not a
I
fan
seen
at
you
all.
say something about him before.
Yeah, like in no way am I a fan of that man. So like I didn't even really listen to that song to know that. One of the a producer that like I didn't actually even know personally sent me like a whole beat pack to my email. So I'm like, cool. So I'm going through the beats. I'm like, yo, this shit not. It was that one drop. It was like I get the pack and I'm bro. That drop hit. I'm like, nah, this is.
Oh, that drop was in the beat originally. Like that wasn't engineered. That was just in.
Yeah, I didn't put it in the beat. That was the producer. So once I heard that shit, I'm like, yo, like now run it up, let's get it.
Yeah.
So off rap, I'm making the whole song. I didn't even really hear that shit. So when I drop it, people, I'm seeing mad comments on the YouTube, on Instagram. People like, oh, this is that Jordan Lucas ripoff. I'm like, what? I'm like, hold up.
Niggas like, is corn. Like, why? See, people straight go to that instead of like saying like this song's actually fire.
Yeah.
But this is when I didn't even notice. I heard your song. I heard his song. I didn't put it until I'm in the car and I got my shit on shuffle and Jordan Lucas will come on. And I was in there. I was like, you feel me? And then the nigga said, well, I was like, what? This sounds just like this. And then that's why I've been wanting to ask you, but I'm glad I got.
But I definitely did hear the beat though. Like after people were saying that, I listened to the song. I think the producer might have used the same sample. But the beats are definitely different. Like it's not the exact same beat. Like if it was to be like a copyright motherfucking, like if I was to go to court right now, I'm winning that shit because it's not the same beat.
Yeah, now you could definitely tell, but if it's the vibe, it's like that beat, it just sounds similar. That's why I had to ask you about that. But the video, the creativity in all your videos, by the way, but this one, like you went a different route and made it like more like funny, like fun, like you know, you had to go in there. Like what was the mindset with the video?
I think it was because the vibe for that whole album for it was just like, it was sometimes I was on demon time, sometimes I'm just turning up. So like I wanted everyone to that was listening to that song to realize like sometimes I'll be talking raw, but I'm having fun with this shit. Like it's having fun. You feel me? So like I think for real, I woke up one day and that video happened just on the spot. Like I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna go buy a muscle suit and I'm gonna do a video like something like I'm training these niggas. Like it's kind of like I'm planning because like you see me, bro. I'm skinny as hell. So I'm like, yo, I'm trying to pick the biggest people, the biggest people I know, pull up, and I'm gonna just bully them. Like it's gonna look funny because they're gonna be like, what the hell? Even with the muscle suit on, I'm still smaller than everyone in the video. Like I got the whole suit on. But I was just like, I want all my fans and everyone to like that's like actually tuned in, like just the people, like, yo, like we have fun with this shit too, bro. Like I'm a fun person, like.
And it's not all serious all the time.
Yeah, facts. Like that's just my vibe all the time. Like they do get serious, but I'm good. I'm an easy to go around person.
Right. And like you did say about the album, that's no auto wave.
Yeah.
How was it? Because from what I know from listening to you, most of and all of your music was auto tune until this one, no auto wave. Was it something that you just wanted to test it? Because you like you said, you're an engineer. Like, is it something you were just testing out, or you were like, fuck it, I could show them I could do this shit without the auto tune?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what it was too. Cause I did a couple songs on some like feature shit with my mans, and they was like, he was just on some just like straight like some like drill shit. So I was just like, man, I'm gonna just hop on the see what's up. So that's what kind of inspired the album too. But I more than anything, I kind of just wanted to like remind people like, yo, I could still rap. Like I do this auto-tune shit. I be dropping wild melodies and this singing shit, but I do this rap shit too. Like, I just had to remind people like I'll do a whole album. Like this ain't just one time thing. Like I'm gonna drop a whole album. So that's why but that was another thing too. Like I wanted the whole album just to be like a vibe. Like some of them is gritty. Some of them just like, oh shit, we turning up, it's lit now. Right. Some shaking ass tracks, you know, shit like that. But all straight me. So me like no auto tune, no nothing. Like.
So was that different for you mixing it? And was it like did you second guess it? Like, damn, should I put this out? Like, were you you know what I mean?
Well, it was different for me mixing it only because it was easier because I didn't have to like find no note no more. I literally just put my like the basic effects you would put onto a track. Yep. And that's it. There's no auto tune. So like that's all I gotta do is just record the shit. And at that point, it's really just it's me. Like I had to make sure that I sound the way I want to sound. You know, so there's no like key corrected helping me with that shit.
Exactly.
But I didn't even I did like, to be honest with you, I had like a good like 4 or 5 other songs that didn't make the album because I listened to every single one, and if I didn't like absolutely fuck with that shit like 100%, it didn't even make the cut. Like there was a couple of them I made, but I was just like, and it's kind of whack. Like
yeah. And he was, and listen, y'all, he would say that he was like, it's kind of whack, but I bet you 1000% that shit was fire. But when you making that album,
like they was decent, but that's the thing. Like I try to like, I'm a perfectionist to it. Like it gotta be at least to my perspective, it gotta be like at least 98% fucking perfect. Like
yep. And that's you a Capricorn, right?
Yeah, facts.
And that's why every Capricorn I know is straight to the T like that. Like all my close, like my friend Dre, my brother, my sister, all Capricorns, like all y'all niggas act the same. Like perfect. Always want that, you know what I'm saying? And but yeah, anyway. But so yeah. No auto wave. Oh yeah, that's what the second part to that question was it weird putting it out like that? It was a different sound now. Were you nervous that the fans might not like there's a different sound, like will the fans fuck with it? Or how was that feeling?
I was more so like not really, I wasn't really worried that the fans gonna fuck with it. I was just kind of trying to see like how many more fans, like how many new fans would pop up. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of I don't know, like a lot of people didn't say like especially old heads, but we're not gonna single the old heads out. Like, oh yeah, the song's great, but it could have used less auto tune, you know? Yeah. So like, those people slide. So what can you say now, bro? Right. Before you said it was great, it just could use less auto tune. So now this is a whole album. Like what? No auto tune. I wanted to win those people over too. Like, so come to this side still. You can do both. Like,
right. And that goes to your creativity too, because a lot of people get stuck and can't rap. Like they can just do the melodies. Like nobody can say nothing about your artistic, you know what I'm saying, creative ways with music, because you can hit any lane. You proved it. And if y'all ain't hear no auto wave, go check it out. There's some fucking bangers on there. I got that shit on my playlist, so I'll be rocking to that shit too.
Much love, bro. Much love.
But I do want to bring up how was meeting Tory Lanez?
That nigga, he mad humble, to be honest with you. He mad humble. And for real, like he ain't had no like crazy security with him. Like he was with a couple of his homies and shit. Like the one I ain't gonna lie, this one nigga was mad Aki, but yeah, that's regular. But bro, he mad humble. Like we met the nigga, he dapped us up first. Like I wasn't even on some like trying to like yo. Like he came out, like, yo, let's go, dapped everyone up. I'm like, what's up? Like I didn't even know it was him at first. I thought because when he first came out, he was like dressed in like a hoodie and some sweatpants. I thought it was just a regular person. I'm like, oh, that's Tory Lanez. What the fuck? But yeah, it was pretty cool and shit. He was directing the whole video. Like, so the whole reason he was out there and shit, he was shooting a music video. He was performing at the PPL Center. But he actually had put us in the video. But yeah, he cool as shit, but he was directing the whole shit. Like he had brought mad people around. He like, all right, so we gonna roll some dice. He was really rolling dice with niggas. Yeah. Like rolling and shit.
That's fucking crazy.
And then I actually ended up playing the lead fucking deceiving person. So like I was like
how did that happen?
Face and shit. Bro, I don't know. I guess I just look like the
you got the face for it.
I guess,
not for the snake shit. I'm just saying for the camera. Like you got the face for the camera.
Yeah, word. But like he's like, yo, I need a person to be the bagger. He like, you. I'm like, all right. That shit. I know one day I'm gonna be up there, but like, yo, I was in a fucking music video. You probably don't even remember. Like, go watch this video. That's me right there.
That's funny as shit. Like that's crazy. Like artists like that, Canada ends up in Allentown.
Swear, bro. Like chilling, bro. Just chilling too. Like he was there on the block. Like not for nothing. Like if niggas really wanted to be on some bullshit, like he could have just ran up, bro. Like, but he was really just out there with us chilling.
I heard that's crazy, and that's dope that you were able to get into that situation, to be at the right place in your career at the right time, and just to have that whole thing. Where did you go to the show, or you was just like,
you know, it's crazy. I didn't. Yeah, I was actually in work release when that shit happened. I finessed my way to get basically on like work leave, and I ended up just going. My boy Y Peter Farrell, he actually knows like someone that's close with Tory, and he hit him up like, yo, Tory's in town shooting a video, get all your people, like just pull up. And off rip, you know, he was calling all of us. Like he called us straight up. I'm like, I'm there. Like I'm over there.
And that's so crazy. And that goes with like connection. Like connections is worth more than money. Like shit like that.
For real though, because it really is all about who you know. Because if I was never talked to YP that day, I probably wouldn't have been even in this situation. I wouldn't have been at the video shoot, nothing. Because I wasn't about to go. I wasn't even planning on going to that show. I still didn't even go because I had to go back. But like, if it wasn't for that person to know this person, to be linked up with this, you feel me?
Right.
That shit really all do happen. Like, it just trickled down.
And you really
that's how you met French too.
You met what you said? My fault, like cut out.
Oh, French Montana. That's the same way we met French Montana and shit.
Oh, you met French too?
Yeah, we was at his mansion, bro. Like,
hell no, I ain't had that in here. Did y'all? I guess I missed that. Tell me about that. What the fuck?
It's cause we don't really like bring it up that much because it wasn't on some like crazy, like, you feel me, like, yo, like pull up sweepstakes shit.
Right.
But we was in LA. We had actually just traveled to LA on vacation and shit. And LG happens to know his bodyguard. Like, they got each other on Instagram and shit.
Okay.
And they had linked up. Like, they were like, yo, I done played a couple songs. Like, basically he wanted LG to pull up and just like rock out in the studio for me, catch a vibe and shit. So that's what we did, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was a different experience. That nigga had he had a code at the gate, and you go in, bro. It was like a whole like fucking town, bro. Like, his mansion wasn't like, the studio house wasn't even attached to the mansion house.
It was a separate,
bro. It was a whole separate entity. There was the guest house, the studio house, the mansion. Like, bro, that shit was crazy. Yeah.
And to see that though has to be inspiring, like, because people like where we're from, like, we don't see shit like that. So to see that is like, did that change your mindset? Like, I gotta go harder,
bro. Hell yeah! Like, after that whole Cali trip, I think both of our mindsets, me and LG, was like, that's why we're like, right now what we're doing, like, we just trying to go crazy with this, bro, like nonstop, like no like foot on the gas for real.
And like, on the outside looking in, it don't look like you guys make it look really easy. It don't look like you trying. Like, everything is hard. I understand.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas make it look. It's just so natural for y'all. It's just so natural.
Yeah. It's a lot of behind the scenes shit that we done figured out. So it kind of makes it work more fluent. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, there's a lot of this shit that like you really got to be in tune with and like up to par with before you can actually like successfully make even traction with anything. But and that's the fact that I make it look easy, but this shit, it's a lot of shit behind the scenes, bro.
Yeah,
a lot.
I understand. I know how it goes, and to your consistency and your work ethic, just from watching you and being around you, is like, I really don't know anyone else I probably know two other people that's more not like you, so consistent with it, like your content, your music, you're traveling consistently, like you're doing things consistently. And that's when things start to come to you. Like, that's when God sees, like, this is what you want. Like, how do you stay so consistent?
That's kind of more just like onto manifesting my lifestyle, what I want for my lifestyle. Like, it's the more I keep doing these things that I want to be doing, or what I enjoy, like the lifestyle I'm trying to be in or be a part of.
Right.
I feel like it's gonna, for me, attract more. Like, for instance, like I've been to like different states where we done network with artists that like over time that artist ended up knowing a videographer that blew up that we like we're gonna get a video shot from. Like, it's simple shit like that. Like, if I would actually get that video done by just meeting that person out of state, for me, there's so many connections you could be making just by simply traveling and getting out of your hometown and for me, just networking with people. I don't mean like going to the fucking club and trying to give niggas mixtape.
That's the hard, cool, like, even trying to get a connection in the club, not even hitting a mixtape, but just shouting like, "Hey, I'm Airwave!" Like you got to do this shit set up, and like you said, you travel and you just happen to just meet people, like, especially when you know what you want.
Yeah, and the more you start progressing yourself, you feel me? You start looking the part. Like, people just look at you like, oh, he got to be a rapper. Who's that? Like, I want to know who that is. Like, once they start seeing you.
My fault, bro.
Now you good. But yeah, like it's really just like you gotta want that shit, bro. You gotta start to, like, in your head, your mindset, like, you already living this shit. It's already there.
Right.
You already have it.
That was my next question too. Like, how important is image? Like you just said, like how important is the image? Because like it seems like you're very focused on your image. You do modeling for other brands. Like, how important is image to you in your career and rapping in general?
I think for the sake of like social media and shit, image became like a crazy big thing. Like you kind of like gotta always have that thought that there's eyes on you at all times. So like you gotta look your best at almost at all times, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess in the rap world, like yeah, image is a huge aspect. To me, it's always been a big thing for me. But like, I've always been the type of person that's like my mom's like, oh, it's not a fashion show. Like, ma, like I gotta go to school, like, and I'm about to impress myself. I don't care, ma. Like, I'm one of those kids. Like, I always wanted to look up to par. Like, that was just part of my aura, my personality.
Right.
I had to be the fly kid, you know what I'm saying? So like now it's just like, to me, it's like now I want to like elevate that shit even more too. So as I'm going high up in my career, I'm also trying to elevate my fashion and my how my photo shoots is getting done. So it's kind of just really it's just a progression as a whole for me, like everything.
Because you direct your own videos as well, don't you? Or some of them?
Nah, yeah, I'm pretty sure like 95% of them I direct.
So you direct your videos, you're an engineer. Do you do video? Because I know engineering and like editing videos goes like hand in hand. It's kind of the same shit. Did you ever edit any of your videos?
Yeah, actually, you know, it's crazy. I did. I have one video that I fully edited. It's called Range. It's with Ito Boy. Shout out Ito Boy. That's my dog. But yeah, that's one video that I like fully edited myself, like from scratch to fucking.
That's crazy.
I
know what song you're talking about. Is that the one you was on the parking lot deck?
Nah, but we was on the roof though. I know what you're talking about. We was in Cedar in the basketball court.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah. But that shit I edited my whole self.
That's crazy. And that just goes to show your grind, your everything you want for music. Like you could really do it all yourself, and that's so important now because you save money doing that, and you get the look that you don't have to keep going back and forth. Like nah, this is what I want. This is what I want. Like you know what you want, and that's why I fuck with your whole shit. Like you said, everything is leveling up. I do got a couple more questions here. How did Young and Heartless start? Like I know you said y'all met up. Like what was the point where y'all was like, okay, boom, like we a team now?
Yeah, that shit really just all came with because like we were all the same type of people. Like me, LG, Nadi, like we was always together making music already. We was doing a lot of shit together, and at one point we was like, yo, like let's take everything to the next level as far as business wise. So basically, Nadi created the label, boom, and then we was going that ass have business plan set, like to get investors and shit for who the label, every artist on the label, like and that also came with just learning like the LLCs of everything and getting your copyrights and shit. So like we kind of just try to go all in with the business aspect of it. Yeah. So it's like we all a bunch of artists. Why not just create our own label and blow this shit up? And don't gotta
know anybody.
Yeah. Nah,
that's what it is. You get your own circle. You got a delegated person to each job. Like you don't got to go outside the crew. Like
yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, and we was trying to build it to the point where it was like everyone had a job. So like we was eventually gonna sign a videographer. So it's gonna be a video guy on the team. We did have a couple of investors already signed on. What else? We had a producer that was about to sign on. So like we were really just trying to create like a big, just like fucking walking everything. So it would be everyone. There'd be a job for everyone, and everyone's like contributing equally.
Right.
So like at the end of the day, it still is kind of like we still kind of is working to do that, but there's not actually artists signed to like the label. You know what I'm saying? But Young and Heartless is still the LLC. Like we still have everything in place to like keep moving forward, like as building a team wise.
Do you ever plan to sign artists under you?
I definitely
like develop them. Like
I wouldn't even advise an artist to sign under me until I'm at a place, one, financially, and to a place where I can actually even do something for them. Right. I be seeing that shit all the time. It'd be like a nigga just make it, and then he try to sign someone under him right away. Like that kid, you just selling him dreams for, because you don't even know what you're about to do in your future. You're still working out your budget.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And like, if I can't blow another person up, or if I'm still trying to blow myself up,
right?
Like, I'm not about to try and sell you dreams, but like, yeah, just sign under me, and
And
I'll take
everything is gonna go.
all your royalties, yeah, and expect
Right.
you like, nah.
See, and that's like, there's different type of people, because of me, my type of thing. What we do is, I'm more so like, when I started, and I don't want to make this about me, but I just want to explain this. Like, when I started, it's like we didn't have no help. It's like we just doing this all on our own. Boom, boom, boom. So it's like, I feel like I can be someone that can develop someone to a point where it's like, we get you to that point and then boom. But there are people that do try to sign people just to eat off of them.
Yeah.
And get them to that point. Because, you know, new people don't really know what's going on. But other people, when you could get into a relationship with another person, it's like a person like myself, like, you can teach them how to get on, teach them the business, teach them all of this. A lot of people don't get that person around them, and they ended up running in circles. So many losses. So it's two different ways you can go with new artists trying to like sign to people. Like, and I feel like that you're like, what you're saying is more the people that try to sign, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not no artist development shit, is just signing them to just be like, oh, you're my artist.
Exactly. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, artist development, if you're not signed, bro, it's literally just a man telling you like, yeah, bro, it's probably not it. Like,
right, exactly.
Like, I could do that shit without signing no paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're an upcoming artist, bro, and you're signing under another upcoming artist, that's like, because it don't make no sense. You're just digging yourself into a deeper hole than you were before.
Yep. No, it's a fact. And that goes to show anyone that is listening to you and coming up, you know what I'm saying, just is working out for him. He came a long way business wise. I want to ask you this question. It would be one thing you would have, is it love or money?
Definitely money.
Okay.
100%.
And I just want to ask, is there anyone that you're looking to work with, mainstream, or, you know what I'm saying, not underground, but not mainstream? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck.
Honestly, like, not to sound like just like self-centered and shit, but I'm not like looking really to work with anyone right now, because I'm really just focused on like just myself. Like, I'm really all about me right now.
Mm-hmm.
But the options is definitely on the table. Like, I'm definitely willing to work with new artists coming up as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if the opportunity was to come in stake, like I was to like get a feature or some shit from an artist that's in the industry, it's not like I'm gonna be like, man, like, nah, hell yeah, like, yeah, we can run it. But I'm not really too like eager to find. I'm really just really focused on like progressing me right now, bro. Like, getting myself to that level.
Okay. And then
I know once I get there, like, the eyes people gonna see me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna see.
That's when you'll be able to charge it up on them. You're gonna be the same.
Not even just charge it up, but just be like, yo, you see what I'm working with, I see what you're working with. Like, you feel me? It's just swap for a swap. Or if I gotta pay for, that's cool too. But
right.
Numbers gonna show, bro. Like, it's cool. Like, we'll be back. Like,
but that's like what Russ said. Russ was like if the song is cool, like, I'm gonna get on it. Like, obviously it can't be nobody that's ain't got no shit going on, but like, if somebody's at your same stature, you know what I'm saying, and they like, okay, like, nah, let's make a song, like, y'all could both benefit off each other. Like, I feel like that's the most reasonable. A lot of people feel like, since you rap and they rap, they should just have that leverage to be like, oh, we both rap, why don't we make a song? And they'd be like, oh, you charging? Like,
see, but I would never be the type of person to be offended by someone telling me they charging, because
exactly,
like, that's understandable. That's all part of the business. Like, you have to understand that at a certain point you become an asset to, like, you are a company, you're your own business, so you have to be worth something. Like, at the end of the day, if you're out here doing free features for everyone,
you just a thought. You just a thought.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, the hole in the corner, bro. You out here like, busting it out on the track for everyone, bro. Like, you gotta be worth something to a certain level. And on top of that, it's like, I think Drake said that shit. Like, bro, at a certain point, it's like, okay, like, you nice, but a verse to me is not. I mean, if I was Drake, like, to Drake, a verse ain't shit.
Right.
He's fucking Drake.
Right.
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? So like, it's like, you even though like you're an amazing artist, you have #1 on the Billboard, you're still getting paid for that verse, bro. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I would never be offended though, especially if a major artist would tell me like, yo, like, I see you coming up and all, but I'm still charging da da da. Like, all right, cool.
Right.
At a certain point, that respect will be earned. I won't have to explain them that, like, yo, we should collab, and because da da da. Like, if they don't already know that, then that means I gotta prove myself more. I gotta earn that respect. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, and that's a fact. A lot of people feel some type of way, like they shouldn't be paying. Like me, it's like I feel like if somebody got their price, that's their price, and that's what it is. If I can't afford it, I ain't gonna pay it. If I can, let's do it. Like, and that's what it is. People just be
and close homies is different though. Like if you my mans, or like if you like we like in the last 2 years, I fucked with you, associated with you, I probably got you.
Right.
But other than that,
yo, you know what's crazy? I feel like last time we made a song back, it was like 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 years ago or some shit. Maybe like
word.
And like you just hopped in there and just did it off the strength.
Oh yeah, it's a fact. It's always been, you feel me? Like it's always been mutual for me.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? And you just say you feel me regularly. Like you made a song like that, but you just say it regularly, like you feel that's just
that's really how the song came about. Cause I was like, yo, like that's something I really always say. So I'm not trying to like force it.
Right.
I was just vibing out.
Yeah, no, that's what's up. And then I do want to ask you, what can the people expect next from Ant Wave? What's coming? We in the second quarter now. What's coming from Ant Wave this year? Can expect without trying to give out too much information.
Well, I'm about to drop a surprise video for the fans.
Oh shit!
Like,
well, they ain't surprised no more.
I'm just gonna put it this way: it's a lot of cheeks shaking.
I'm in there. Sign me up.
A lot of them. Yeah, a lot of them. Some of them even IG famous, but they cheeks everywhere.
Everywhere.
Females.
Oh yeah.
Nothing wrong with anything else. I'm just saying, but this video is strictly females cheeks shaking.
That's crazy. Yo, and you know, now that you say that, y'all, how did y'all come up with a photo shoot to have girls butt ass naked in the snow? Like I thought. That's
no, I fuck with you. No, I ain't gonna lie to you, but we didn't really like. That's why we trying to like. The best videos ideas I've ever done is called. We just do some shit called guerrilla shooting. We dead ass like, all right, on the spot, like, all right, boom. So let's do this.
Right.
And we're like, all right, let's just do it. So we just thinking some shit. We have an idea and just do it. But we did, like me and Izzy, we did. I said we did. We just went on the book and made a status like, yo, who want to come and shake their ass in the snow? Got $100 right now, cash money. Each girl got $100.
That $100 go a long way, don't it?
Like, you'd be surprised how many people was doubt, like that on sharing it, hating. Like, yo, they're wilding. No one would ever do that. Like if you do that, you have no respect for yourself. Like, nigga, boy, you ain't making $100.
You just mad because you can't come out here and do it. But when I seen it, I'm like, these niggas are crazy. Like that's
why we wanted to do it as well, because everyone was doubting the fuck out of it. Like, yo, they're crazy. They can never pull that off.
Crazy.
We pulled that shit off.
Let me tell you something about y'all niggas. I don't doubt nothing that y'all say y'all gonna do. First of all, like y'all proved it enough. Y'all just keep doing what you're doing. When I seen that and then the picture came out, I was like, that's it. Y'all got that's legend shit. That's legend shit. Like that was some fire shit. But so you got a surprise video coming up with a bunch of cheeks in it.
Wild cheeks.
Wild cheeks.
Mad cheeks. It's a lot.
And then so is there any albums or singles that I'm just trying to fish at this point. Is there any albums or singles that they could be expecting?
Yeah, I got this new song coming out called For Real. I'm gonna be completely honest. We didn't finish the video yet. That's the only reason why I didn't drop it. But you can check out the snippet on my IG. It's one of my last videos that I put it up, the trailer. But that's definitely coming out. Yeah, me and LG definitely got we got too many fucking collabs. So we definitely gonna throw another one in there for y'all in the middle of the year. So,
okay.
I'm gonna just toss it in one of these.
that one's getting to a mill. That one's getting to a mill. We're gonna call it now.
I bet. Yeah, we're gonna call that shit now. I guarantee you getting to a mill.
Yeah, for sure.
And the second one we drop is getting to a mill faster than Get On. No cap. I'm not gonna lie to you. The next two collabs that me and LG got that we like gonna drop. it's better than anything we ever did.
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's crazy. We saved the best for last for sure.
And like I just told you, I don't doubt anything these niggas be saying. So I believe it, and y'all better tune in because the hype is real. The hype is nope. And the thing about this shit, like people can say they got all these numbers and all this shit, but physical bodies proves the real following. And y'all bring physical bodies anywhere. Anytime you say you're gonna be somewhere, anytime you say you're gonna do something, it's physical bodies. No, not a lot of people can do that. Not a lot of people can do that locally from where we're from.
Yeah, bro, I swear I gotta give the biggest shout out to my boy LG. But this nigga, like, he really he perfected the art of that shit. Like, I don't think I've met anyone locally or that could do that shit. Like, really just bring out. And I'm not just talking about a crowd of people. Like, it's specific groups of people. Like, the one video he shot. Damn, I feel dumb as shit right now. I can't think of the name of the song. But he had all the bike life people out.
Your mama joint?
Yeah, Dear Mama, bro. That video was amazing. Like, he literally had all the bike life kids, everyone that is even part of that movement out riding. Like, that shit was in the news.
Yeah, that's and I'm gonna get him on here too.
Yeah, but
he's a hard guy to reach, but I'm gonna get him on here, and that's something that's amazing. Like, and I feel like y'all are like, I feel like y'all balance each other though. I feel like no one other success is better than. I feel like y'all are on the same. It's like y'all the same person kind. When I see you, I see him. When I see him, I see you.
Yeah, that's my brother, man. Can I say my brother? No cap. We even like our birthdays is even close. Like his birthday is like a week or two away from my shit.
Oh, word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that you could tell the chemistry is there. Like the songs.
That's basically family, man. Like that's like literally Thanksgiving. I go to his mom crib. Like
that's fire. And that's why y'all get the success y'all get. It's real love. Is everything is real around it. And
facts.
I do appreciate you. What'd you say?
There's nothing forced. Gonna say nothing forced.
Right, exactly. But no, I do appreciate you getting on here and getting in tune with us. Is there anything that you want to shout out before we get off and say your Instagram and all that if they don't got you?
Shit, man. I just want to say thank you for having me. Follow my IGs, Real and Wave. It's been a pleasure.
Word, man. And like you said, expect some shit coming. And
yeah, facts. I got the video dropping soon, and then I'm gonna let it rock.
Just let it go. Just let it go.
Y'all gonna see it.
We got some exclusives. He just let us in on some shit y'all don't even know. So definitely stay in tune, and thank y'all for tuning in. My name is Ac DaGawd. We in tune with Ant Wave. Let's go.